is.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it in way, other writers are in the way of to edify, not to boast, but other writers are to edify. The man looked at my bush, he said, look at that, and he started to talk about how nice it was, the flowers and all that. We started to talk, and I condescended to him. I came to his level. I didn't want to like give him the cold shoulder.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't in a good mood, I said, let me give him a time of day. And he walked away. He felt good, man. And he said he had some nice things to say. Another time as well. One more thing. Another time, I was going to a shop where I usually buy certain my health foods from. And he said, "You all right?" I was in the shop. He said, "You all right?" The boss from outside was outside. He came in while I was being served at the counter. The boss came and said, "You all right?" I said, "Yeah, I'm all right." And he walked away, he came back with a whole heap of oranges, like, in his hand. He had a whole load of oranges in his hand. He said, they're good, and he gave them to me.
Oh, wow.
So we're being watched, man.
Yeah.
We're being watched, so maybe, I don't know if you see me doing video, and we think, oh, I don't want to be seen on the highways and the byways. Some people, they see you on the highway and the byways, and the most I put a kind spirit on them. You're doing the work of the Lord. What better work could you be doing? Don't worry about people seeing you on the highways and the byways. Just be mindful that if you're famous or infamous, continue to have that light, shining that light. When people say hello to you, just wave back. You don't know why they're waving. Just wave back. Despite how you may be feeling. That's all part of it. This truth too. Setting a good example. Carry on, Baba Kusha.
Yeah.
How to overcome the evil with the good.
So it says, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits.
Another thing as well, just want to say, we don't know what it's going to be like in the time of the famines, the MOTB, the famines, when things may be hard to access. Some brothers, no brothers. Some people going to take the MOT, but no elect going to take the MOTB. People can just come out of nowhere. Yeah, look at, give you that example there, what I gave you. Just give you some food, take that home.
But on a spiritual level,
you know what I'm saying?
Remember we was that other place before we went to the other place?
Yeah.
You remember that lady brought a plate of fish?
I remember,
Ephraimite. And it had fish, it had lentils, it had fried plantain, it had all bits and pieces in it. So as you said, Aria, people just don't know.
How it's gonna play out, whether they just the Most High can put a spirit on them. They come out of the wormwoods out of nowhere. They jump over the traffic, they fight through the traffic. Just this is for you. Sounds like one of them old adverts.
Yeah. But I got in the NLC as well for further understanding. What's the precept? Romans 12 and 16 in the NLT. It says here, live in harmony with each other. Don't be too proud to enjoy the company of ordinary people, and don't think you know it all. So that just puts it in plain English right there, where you're able to basically lower yourself so that you can basically relate with the person you're communicating with.
Yeah, accessible to people. You may not want to be at demand, but think about your whole side. When he was healing the people there. He was at demand, man. He was at such a demand, sometimes he had to get away to a lonely place. But when you're accessible to people, people appreciate it, man. Right now we're accessible to people whether we like it or not, because we're always we're on YouTube, right? Which is a form of it's part of being a prophet, being accessible, basically prophesying to people, giving them updates, because that's what we do. We're like news reporters, spiritual news reporters. So we're accessible to people, and all the prophets are accessible to the people, them all year round, all around the clock, as the scriptures talk about, through all different types of seasons, in season and out season. We're accessible to people, and people are going to show their appreciation. The ones that are going to appreciate it, as we know, the examples, are going to show appreciation, more so towards the end. And we may be pleasantly surprised. Is there more? Read it down to the bottom. And then get the last one. We're going to end it.
This is Romans 12 and verse 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men.
Self-explanatory.
If it be possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written.
There's the point right there. Carry on, finish it.
For it is written,
Vengeance is
vengeance
mine.
is mine,
Yep.
I will repay, saith the Lord. Therefore,
Right? You don't have to stop at every dog that barks at you. You know, that's an old saying. Vengeance is the Most High. People that done you things, keep it moving. Carry on to do the videos. Carry on, put up the prayers. Most High, see everything. Vengeance is His. Ultimately, the prime enemy, he's going to get. He what did he do to us? He lynched us, he castrated us.
Yeah.
Everything he did to us, Galatians 6 and 7,
you're going to receive it.
you're going to receive it.
God.
Yeah, last one and then with your precept.
Right, it says, if it be possible, actually I was reading verse 19, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him, if he thirst, give him drink, for in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
We just answered the name of the title in those precepts we brought out. How to overcome the evil with the good. Right? Self-explanatory. And other routers are, we always be mindful to put it into practice. That's where the power is in the scriptures.
Yeah.
So we're going to end with the last one.
So look, just a little point as well, where it says in verse 20, therefore if thine enemy hunger, feed him. That's talking about amongst your own people. That's really Israelites, amongst Israelites. We ain't talking about Esau, Edom. We talk about Israel here. Just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, because Christians, that's what they be pushing that in the Christian church. I know. They're trying to push that in the Christian church. They're trying to put that in you so that they can what's the word? Leech off of you. They know exactly what they're doing, right? We made mention about the three unclean frogs, and they be pushing that so that they could make, which they've already leached off of us already. They've got all the gold in the vaults, right? They've got a lot of our people in the Catholic Church too, and they've got a lot of our people in the Pentagon too. The three unclean frogs, which they're exploiting them. So I'm glad you brought that out, so that we can clean that up once and for all. It's only to our people, which are mainly the elect of the elect.
This is Joshua 24 and 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah, break it down, man.
So really, that's just essentially saying straighten up and then choose who you're going to serve. Are you going to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, or are you going to revert back to the idols, man, of the world? That's what it goes back to, because we really left those idols to come back and seek repentance in humility to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So it's just a straight up question. It's like, Joshua saying, choose this day. Are you going to be serious about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, or are you going to bullshit and then go back to vomit, which is basically serving the idols of the world?
Right. So there you have it, man. In a nutshell, the brother broke it down. Any final comments? Anybody? Any final comments?
Yeah, man, that's the point right there.
Right. So Abu Ratazai was edifying to all the sincere elect out there, man, and they got it. This is going through the scriptures, how to conquer the evil with the good. The Wada Yoba Shima Shaf, and the Spirit on us, all of us, in this video. Once again, we hope it was edifying.
Shalom.
Shalom.